Hey, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's Talk About a Tuesday today. And I am hopping on to answer your questions all about Park Lane Jewelry because that's what we do on Tuesday. Let me find my live and then I can share it into, oh my gosh, it worked the first time. There we go. Sharing into the Bling Boutique. Talk to me in the comments. Let me know you're with me. I am slightly a little bit late. I actually was like, oh, I can hop on early today. And then, no, that just didn't happen. All right, here we go. Now, I had a couple people post questions on one post and then a couple posts in the Bling Boutique. So I'm going to go between two different pages. But so while you guys are hopping on with me, we're going to talk all about Park Lane Jewelry. And I want to talk about the pieces that I have on because that's always a conversation starter, right? It truly is. And in so many ways, meaning when men meet each other, what's the number one question they always ask each other? What do you do for a living? Right? Okay. When women meet each other, one of the very first things they ask is, oh my gosh, I love your earrings. Where did you get those? Like they start complimenting each other. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. So let's talk about what I have on. I put on the Coralie earrings today. And because I have on a statement earring with a sweatshirt, yes, I am wearing a sweatshirt. And I have on just a little Lana necklace. That kind of disappears a little bit into my sweatshirt, but I did that on purpose because I really wanted these to pop out. They're so fun. But I did roll my sleeves and I'm wearing an awesome arm stack with a little bit of pink and white and my rosy ring. I almost forgot the name for a hot moment. Then I've got a couple Zoe bracelets next to my watch. So I thought I would just show that off today. And I'm in a sweatshirt. And this is a cute, like detailed sweatshirt that brace yourselves I got from Marissa's. Yes, friends. And it comes in a hot pink. So if you're interested, that's where you get it. So we're going to answer your questions all about Park Lane Jewelry today. And if you forgot or did not get a chance to post a question and talk about it Tuesday, if you see my live button that you're with me live, you can try to ask me in the comments. Sometimes I miss comments. I'm not going to lie. So, but you can certainly ask me in the comment section. I'll try to get to it. Okay, are you ready? We're going to go straight into the questions today. Hello, Miss Amy says, would it be possible for you to do a style show or episode of some of the older bracelet pieces like the Flare, the Lifestyle, Atlantic, in white or brown Mars, Lovey, mixed with the new pieces? Yes, I would love to do that. So I will definitely do a bracelet segment mixing some of our core bracelet line pieces in with some of the new and actually I don't have any of the new bracelets on today. These are all from our past line. So, but yeah, I would love to do that segment for you since you requested that. I will put it on my notes. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. All right. Okay. So that was one question. Now let's go into the Bling Boutique and I'm going to look at the other questions you guys have for Talk About It Tuesday. We're talking all about Park Lane Jewelry today, as we do every Tuesday. So if you have a question about the jewelry, about the company, my business, all the things, how I run my jewelry business, pop it in the comments and all of that. All right. Whoop. Yep, we're getting a couple comments. Hello, everybody. Hello on the YouTube. Hello on the Facebook. All right, we are streaming into two different spots. So I love it. Okay. Love technology when we can reach more people and teach them all about Park Lane Jewelry and what we have to offer. All right, question number one underneath this post is, can I go with you to Costa Rica? And if you're like, what are you talking about? So with Park Lane Jewelry, we're able to earn not one trip a year, but 2 trips a year. And lately, they've been doing one European destination and one beach destination of some sort. So, for example, last year I traveled to St. Thomas with my husband. And then in the late summer, we went to Zurich, Switzerland. Pretty fantastic. The year before we went to Paris and Dublin. That was the one year they did 2 European trips. It was just insane. Then this year in 2026, I earned a trip to Cancun for my husband and I, and we're making it a family outing. We're bringing the kids. We're bringing actually my mom as well. Hello, thanks for hopping on, everybody. And then so we leave for that actually in less than a month. So excited. Get out of this Arctic weather. And then in the fall, late summer, right in the end of August, beginning of September, we'll be heading out to Amsterdam with Park Lane Jewelry. So 2 trips a year we earn. And now, right now, currently, we are earning a trip to Costa Rica, my all-time favorite destination ever. I've been there twice. And I would go back every single year if I could. I love Costa Rica for so many reasons. But Cindy wants to know if she can go with me. Listen, if I earn a trip for 2, I can always choose who I want to bring with me. But my husband's got the shoe in. So sorry, Cindy. But that brings up a really good point. If you earn a trip and you can't go on it, you can always cash out. If you earn a trip for one and you want to bring a significant other, you can buy in somebody into our incentive trips. So yes, absolutely. That just brought around a question that I can answer. So how long will the new collection be available to purchase? She wants to know. So we just dropped a brand new catalog, like 40 brand new pieces with Park Lane Jewelry. And that should be available until end of June, July. Okay, into July. That's how long our catalog collection typically runs through the middle or beginning of July, probably to mid-July. Great question. All right. Thanks everybody for hopping on and talking to me in the comments. I appreciate it. We're streaming into YouTube and Facebook right now. So I love it when we can do 2 different destinations and reach so many people. All right. My next question on Talk About It Tuesday. And if you have a question about the business, about Park Lane Jewelry or any of that stuff, pop it in the comments. If you see me live, I will try my best to get to your comment and answer your question live. Okay. The next question is, when I'm doing setup for in-person events, how long does it usually take me to get ready? That's a great question. I'm picky about how my stuff looks. So I need at least, I don't know, 45 minutes. Maybe I can do it in 30 minutes, but I'm kind of picky about the way everything looks. So if I can get an hour, I will take an hour to set up and things. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't take that long. It kind of just all depends. It all depends. But I love doing in-person events. I guess I should clarify. If I'm just doing a regular party, it doesn't take me that long. If I'm doing like a vendor event and a vendor, like I'll be at a vendor event on Thursday night, Friday night, and all day Saturday. I don't know if you're going to be in my area, but I'll let you guys know where that's at later. So you can come visit me if you want to, but I'm going to be in an outdoor heated tent. Let's just hope it's warm in that outdoor heated tent. That's all I gotta say. All right, but if I'm doing like a blingo, like an event, like a big event like that, where we're gonna play a lot of games and things like that, those events do take me longer to set up for, because there's more things in play. All right, Annie wants to know, does Park Lane offer any benefits like a 401k, healthcare, etc.? That's one question. And then she has a second question. So the first question, so we get a 1099 at the end of the year. So if we sell or if we earn over $600 in commission, we get a 1099. So technically we're an independent contractor. So no, I don't get 401. However, and health and all of that. However, they do give us an option where we can will this business to our family, which is really fantastic. So, for example, at several months past, like in October-ish, we lost a really big leader in Park Lane Jewelry, and she had 5 kids. And her life was taken by cancer, right? And our CEO made sure that her family will forever reap the benefits from her team going forward. And it's like, so she'll still, her family's still getting the paycheck for all the bonuses, all the commissions, all the things off of her team going forward, which is really incredible. Absolutely incredible. So yeah. All right, that was one question of hers. Second question, how much inventory do you have on hand? Like, do you have stylists keep a large quantity of inventory for the clients besides online? You know what? Great question. So typically you don't have to have inventory. That's not required with Park Lane Jewelry. You do not have to have inventory. Personally, though, I'm a leader of a quite a large team, and I gift a lot of prizes. And so because of that, I try to keep extra things on hand just because I run a lot of extra things for you guys, my community, my stylists on my team, all of those things. So I personally keep a lot. However, that is absolutely not required whatsoever. You do not have to keep inventory here with Park Lane Jewelry whatsoever. Okay. So you can get your kit of jewelry, you wear your kit, and you show your kit off to other people. And then when they're interested in placing orders, they do so on their website. Then they get it brand new from the company. Okay. You don't sell out of your kit, basically. So, which brings up a really good point right now. Ending tomorrow, this is ending tomorrow. Right now, you can lean into this business and test drive it out and get a kit of not $500 worth in jewelry that you pick out, but $700 worth in jewelry that you pick out for $129. Okay. That's one perk to leaning in and test driving this business. So we first get the kit, and then you host a starter party, an intro party that I technically do for you. So I do all the work for you. You just show it off to your friends and family. And I do all the rest for you, but you get the paycheck. Okay. And you get the hostess benefits. So that's like another extra kit coming to your house, right? So we set you off for success just starting this business with $700 worth in jewelry you pick out. I don't pick out for you. It's not pre-made. It's not a pre-made kit or any of that stuff, but you pick out the jewelry that you're interested in. $700 worth. That ends tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay. And then you get the hostess benefits and you get the paycheck off of it too. Pretty amazing. All right. Okay, I don't see any other comments. So if you're live with me and you have a question for Talk About It Tuesday, pop it in the comments really fast, like super fast. Because all right. Okay. Denise, oh, I'm reading a comment. Would have your own warehouse? That's funny. I know it's hard. It's hard not to keep all the things that you love, but yeah, it's fantastic. But you do not ever have to keep inventory. Okay, you don't ever have to keep inventory. Are the kids really excited to go to Cancun? Yes, they are super excited. Actually, one's like jumping up and down in the background. He's so pumped to go to Cancun. And yeah, it's going to be an adventure, and it's going to be here before we know it. I'm so excited. All right, friends, that's it for Talk About It Tuesday. I already have a suggestion for the next styling. Somebody wants me to style some of our current bracelets with some of the new bracelets, so I will be doing that possibly tomorrow. So yeah. All right, friends. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.